Will all please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by our very own Eclipse Choir. Please be seated. Welcome, family, friends, faculty, and Lakewood High School's graduating class of 2018. After 4 years of watching students funnel in and out of Lakewood's doors, it is finally our time to depart. Though none of this would be possible without the consistent support from our family and faculty. So on behalf of the senior class, thank you so, so very much. We are honored to have you in our attendance as we celebrate our achievements. Well, seniors, we did it. From that first intimidating day of freshman year to the last comfortable day of senior year, we did it. Here to celebrate with us today is Reynaldo Ignacio Mercado with his experience at Lakewood. Woo!
Class of 2018. When I first came to Lakewood High School, I was very, very excited. I felt more grown and they had more opportunities. It doesn't matter what disability you have, everybody is special in their own way, and that's all that matters.
Woo!
I just want to thank teachers and the students for supporting each other because we are a family. Sincerely, Reynaldo Ignacio Mercado.
And now for our awesome senior quote by Winston Churchill. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Churchill reminds us Tigers that the key to changing the world is to find a balance between bravery and humility.
Good morning, Tigers. Today is your day.
Good morning. My name is Maggie McManus, and I'm beyond excited to be here with all of you this morning, taking the next big step to the rest of our lives. Although, let's not forget those who have helped us through each baby step along the way. The faculty, who have not only helped us to progress throughout high school, but encouraged us to challenge ourselves and become better people every day. I am so proud to introduce our honored guests. Thank you for everything you have done for the class of 2018. As you are announced, please rise and remain standing until all guests have been presented. Lakewood High School's principal, Mr. Daniel Bach. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Anna Allen. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Jennifer Gonzalez. Assistant Principal, Mr. Michael Hughes. Assistant Principal, Mr. Joshua Kraft. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Mackenzie Nickham. IB English Teacher and IB Coordinator, Mrs. Joellen Kramer. Math Teacher, Mr. David Purcell. Counselor, Mrs. Alexis Park. Counselor, Mrs. Betsy Yantorni. Board Member, Mrs. Amanda Stevens. Achievement Director, Mr. Eric Everding. And our honored speaker, Mr. Nicholas Opog. To those standing on stage, I believe I speak for all of us when I say thank you for your dedication to our education. We are all so grateful for everything you have done for us. Thank you.
Now, it is my honor to welcome back to the stage our very own Lakewood Choir, Eclipse, directed and led by Mrs. Terry Wilmarth. Eclipse is an essential part of the Lakewood music program and consists of many talented students. Today, they will be performing Pure Imagination from the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, composed by Anthony Newman and Leslie Burcuss. Please give them a hand.
Now it is my honor to introduce our senior class president and our first honored speaker. She's an avid writer and photographer, a member of the Jeffco Students United for Action, a determined member of the community, and a social advocate since freshman year. Please welcome Maggie McManus with her speech, A Letter to My Freshman Self.
You're feeling nauseous? It's okay. All right, then go. And if you're not, holler. Mr. Bach will help you.
Sorry, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. Okay. Dear Maggie, you made it. Today, you're graduating. I know that right now, you're shy and you're scared to be you, but it's okay. You're going to find friends who love you unconditionally, even though you can be difficult. It's not going to be easy. You, like everyone else you meet, can be hard to handle. That doesn't mean you aren't worth the effort. You're going to learn that you really aren't so different from everyone else. You'll also learn that you're more unique than you could possibly imagine. Find the similarities and embrace the differences. Don't try to blend in. It gets boring really fast. And as alone as you feel you are, you aren't. You're going to realize that you're not the only one going through stuff. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Okay. Do you want me to finish for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just point where you are, kiddo. Okay.
Take it over from where she's at.
Wait, her speech?
Yeah, she can speak.
Right here?
Yes. Tell everybody.
So I'm just going to continue Maggie's speech. So this is all Maggie's beautiful words. You'll also learn that you're more unique than you could possibly imagine. Find the similarities and embrace the differences. Don't try to blend in. It gets boring really fast. But as long as you feel, you aren't. You're going to realize that you're not the only one going through stuff. You're going to realize that not everyone handles their problems the same way. And you're going to get knocked down by people who take out their emotions on you. It's not going to be fair, but you're going to learn that it is how it is. You are going to learn that it's not a one-time thing, so you will learn to not take things personally. I know that right now, being pretty and popular and liked seems like the most important thing, but I promise you, it isn't. Focus on being kind. Focus on not lowering yourself to the level of those who take their pain out on you. Be kinder to those who aren't, because you will never know what they're going through. You're not always going to treat everyone kindly. You will get stressed out and you will break, and you will feel beyond guilty for it. But some people will stick by you even after you break. Treat these people with extra kindness and work to treat them better. These are the people worth keeping by your side. If someone loves you at your worst, then they deserve the same love in return. You'll grow to understand that friendships come and go, and it's not selfish to stop talking to people who tear you down all the time. You'll thank yourself for it. You'll grow apart from people you think you'll be friends with the rest of your life. You'll go closer to the people you think you'd never talk to. You'll learn that some of the people you barely notice might become your closest friends. Some of these friends you'll make the last year of high school, which is frustrating because you don't get as much time with them, but it's okay, because you know you'll stay friends with the ones who matter. You will realize that life is too short to get caught up on the little things like crushes or one bad grade. As you grow, you'll watch each year pass faster than the one before. You're gonna wonder where the time went. Enjoy each second as best as you can. Life is too short to be negative. Work to be kind, not just to your friends or peers or teachers, but to everyone. Be kind to strangers, no matter who they are. A smile can change someone's day. Kindness can change a life. Be kind even if you get nothing in return. Be kind especially if you get nothing in return. That's what will feel the most rewarding. School is going to feel like too much sometimes. You're going to feel like there's no way you'll make it through 4 years. But hey, you're gonna make it, trust me. You can survive so much more than you know. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is essential to growth. I mean, obviously, don't fail every class or anything, but one test isn't going to ruin you. You will never really learn anything by getting everything perfect on the first try. Mistakes allow us to grow. Don't procrastinate. This is something you'll tell yourself over and over again, but it's always easier said than done. But you'll thank yourself for the pressure it takes off your shoulders to get stuff done earlier, especially in IB. Oh, by the way, you stick with IB. Sorry. Sure, this is all good advice, but please, don't spend all your time worrying about homework and class and college and stuff. Have some fun, okay? Go to school dances and assemblies and football games. Dress up for spirit days. Participate in clubs and anything that sounds interesting to you. They seem kind of lame to you as a freshman, I know, but trust me, there's nothing like singing along to Bohemian Rhapsody at the top of your lungs in a huge circle surrounded by sweaty high schoolers with their arm in the air. Try to remember all the moments you laughed so hard your stomach hurts, the times you wish the moment would never end. Try to capture each moment, because they fly faster every year. Take silly pictures, write down your friends' embarrassing quotes. Take a second to take in each moment before it passes. These are the days you'll never get back. Make an effort to experience anything and everything. Don't let yourself regret what you missed out on. Life is too short to wish you lived it differently. Each year, you're going to be sad to see the seniors go. You know you'll miss them like crazy, but someday you're gonna be in their place, and that's where I am today. High school is gonna be 4 crazy years. It will be full of highs and lows and everything in between. You will want it to be over, but when the time comes, you won't be ready for it to end. High school will be 4 years of growth, 4 years of learning, 4 years of becoming you, 4 years of accepting you. You made it, today you are graduating. Next year, I'm going to be a freshman again, though this time a few years wiser, prepared for anything. I'll keep in mind the lessons I've learned over these last 4 years. Live kind, positive, and without regrets. You grew, you learned, and you made it. Today, class of 2018, you're graduating. Sincerely, Maggie McManus. Good morning, Lakewood. My name is Caitlin O'Neill, and it is my honor to introduce our guest speaker. He graduated Lakewood in 2008 and has since worked as program director at Mount Evans Outdoor Laboratory School. As program director, he connects elementary school students with the beauty of nature while simultaneously promoting integrity, respect, and environmental stewardship. In addition, he spends his free time as a volunteer firefighter. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Nicholas Opog in his speech, Knowing Why.
Thank you, Caitlin. I think you've given me far more credit than I deserve, probably. When I first heard from your Student Senate and Student Body President, Lynn, asking me to speak at the 2018 commencement ceremony, my first thought was, wow, I better not say no, because they're scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. So I told Lynn I'd be honored to speak at graduation. And then, because I had 3 younger siblings that also went to Lakewood after I graduated a decade ago, who were all much more academically inclined than I was, well, maybe 2 of them anyway, I did what any reasonable older brother would do. I called my siblings and I bragged. After accepting the opportunity to speak here today, I was invited to tour the school with some of the senior senators and Miss Allen. While visiting with several of you and Miss Allen, I learned of many huge accomplishments and outreach programs that the class of 2018 had been part of, from survival kits to raising money for faraway friends, and academic achievements paired with an incredible graduation rate, which all of you get to be very proud of. This class has accomplished some truly remarkable achievements. This all caused me to reflect on why your classmates asked me to be part of your ceremony. For the last 4 years, I've had the pleasure of serving the Jeffco community as the program director at Mount Evans Outdoor Lab. In my role, I get to work with about half of the 6th grade population in Jeffco, as well as hundreds of high school students who attend Outdoor Lab as leaders and mentors for the younger students, as many of you have. Of those high school leaders, I also get the privilege of working with a handful that stay with us for a semester or even a year, as is the case with one of your own classmates, Tagi. Unfortunately for him, that also meant he had to spend a whole year with me. Poor guy. Perhaps your other classmate, Isaac, fared better over at Windy Peak. As the program director, one of my biggest responsibilities is training and supporting those of you who volunteered a week of your time to mentor and role model for a group of 11 and 12-year-old students. In that experience, over the last 136 weeks of school, for those of you doing the math, that's all 4 of your years at Lakewood High School, the value of communities built in each week is something I hold near and dear, as I hope it does to each of you that have been lucky enough to have an experience like that. This is where my first piece of advice comes in for all of you. As you leave the halls of Lakewood High School, do not forget the power of community that you have learned from, supported, and grown with. You will soon join new communities that you get to offer yourself to and gain support from. The power of a community comes from what each individual offers to it. So know that you are valuable to the success in whatever community you choose to make yourself a part of as you leave Lakewood and head into the real world. For my next piece of advice, I have to tell you a story. Last summer, I was on a wildfire assignment with an engine in Montana. There were 4 of us on the engine, working a fire complex somewhere in the range of 270,000 acres. Our engine was assigned to the northernmost edge of the fire, which was about a 2-hour drive from the base camp every day. Being such a large fire, we thought we would be pretty busy, but as it turned out, the fire spread very quickly in just a few days and then pretty much petered out. So our engine was left to patrol a large section of the fire's perimeter to ensure nothing escaped the line and continue to burn. Like I said, there was no fire at this point to really monitor, not even a little smoke for us to chase. It made for a pretty boring 14-day assignment. While we hiked and drove miles and miles a day to patrol the fire line, the youngest crew member on our engine got pretty restless. We called him Skeeter. He was kind of everywhere at once, buzzing all around. Well, until it came time to hike, that is, and all of a sudden he had no energy. Anyway, we were probably about 10 days in the middle of the afternoon hiking a remote piece of the fire line, and we stopped to ask Skeeter if he knew where we were and if he could tell us where the engine was so we could hike back to it. He didn't know, so we asked him if he had something that he could at least tell us what direction we were traveling. He surprisingly came up with the sun as a tool to use. We were very happy, as we had been training him for some time and hoping he would start picking up on anything we were teaching him. Then he decided to look directly at the sun in an effort to determine what direction we were traveling. This is where a small piece of advice comes in. Don't stare at the sun. As we continued, we heard on the radios that another division had a stopover, meaning the fire activity had picked up and jumped the fire line. But this was hours away from us. Skeeter got kind of excited and kept asking why we weren't going to help where the fire activity was. This is where the real advice comes in. Know what you're doing and why you're doing it. It was clear that Skeeter did not understand our role in preventing anything like that happen in our remote section of the fire. Our job, as boring as it may have been, was to ensure nothing got out of control in our assigned area in an effort to provide safety to the other crews around us and the public that had already been affected so dramatically by this large fire. Knowing why may be a hard question to answer at times, but as you prepare to start a job or a career, or go to trade school or head off to college, know why you are involved with whatever you may choose to do. And it's okay to change that plan as you go. I have a master's degree in 2 completely different jobs and still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. But I do know why I do what I do. I value being a part of a community and having opportunities to give back, lead, and grow within those communities. I also know that as graduates of Lakewood High School, you have been given the opportunity to have a huge impact in the communities you belong to because you are part of the Lakewood High School community and you already have a grasp on why you chose to be who you are, which will always be part of you. And with that, because I've worked with many of you and I know how long your attention spans are, especially today, I will wrap up. But no, having worked with all of the high schools in the district, I know that you are coming from the strongest of them all. So keep that with you as you go out into the world and do great things. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Good morning, class of 2018, and good morning, friends and family. My name is Anthony Ramirez, and at this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Daniel Bach and Mrs. Amanda Stevens to present the traditional dictionaries to the National Merit honorees. Would all the honorees and valedictorians please come forward at this time? It is my pleasure to announce the commended students for the 2018 National Merit Program. Please step forward when your name is called to receive your dictionary. Simon George Downs. Aiden Theodore Gould. Emily Dawn Harrington. Lauren Elizabeth Jershak. Serena Nicole Kampf. Abraham Neil Lamonte. Ellie Mita Landrum. Kieran Michael Lewis. Molly Ma. Joseph Earl Ma. Cassidy Michelle Paterino. Philip Benjamin Romig. Elzia Kaori Sakoi. Catherine Delaney Senna. Helen Kinglian Zhu. And now the finalists for the 2018 National Merit Scholarships. Claire Wiebe Franz. Andrew William Comator. Delaney Marie Kuntz. Jack Thomas Leonard. Hannah Irene Reese. Kira Jeanneret Yaley. For the class of 2018 valedictorian honor, will each of you please come to the center of the stage to receive your medal from Mr. Bach. Claire Wiebe Franz. Aiden Theodore Gould. Emily Dawn Harrington. Jessica Lee Hinnis. Serena Nicole Kampf. Ellie Mita Landrum. Jack Thomas Leonard. Molly Ma. Hannah Alice Mosher. Robert Roshannon. Jessica Kate Woodhead. And Kira Jeanneret Yaley. Congratulations. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Mr. Daniel Bach.
Good morning, Lakewood families, friends, honored guests, and most importantly, graduates. This is an important day for everyone who has made this journey together over the past 13 years. To begin, I would like to take this opportunity to honor some important people who are with us today. I want to start with our graduates. If anyone is enlisting and plan to serve in our country in the armed forces, would you please stand? Please stay standing for a moment, students. We are so very proud of your selfless commitment to our country, and you represent the best in Lakewood High School. Thank you, but please remain standing. If we have anyone present who is currently serving in the military or has served in the military, will you please stand at this time to join our future members of the military? So please stand. Thank you so much for your service and for being role models and leaders in our community. We honor you and thank you for your service. You may be seated. Thank you. In addition, would any alumni from Lakewood High School please stand? You too are a part of our legacy. You will always remain a member of our school community, and we want to thank you for being with us today. I would also like to recognize our Lakewood City Council members, Charlie Abel and Ramey Johnson, who are with us today. Thank you for joining us. I would now like to take the opportunity to acknowledge the educators who are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2018. First, thank you to the principals, teachers, counselors, and support staff of our feeder schools. We have been joined today by Ms. Wanda Hamilton, Elementary Achievement Director for the Lakewood area, Ms. Meredith Leidy from Belmar Elementary, Mr. Nick Kemmer from Creighton Middle School, Ms. Stacy Bedell from Iber Elementary, and Mr. Bill Stidham from Glennon Heights Elementary. Today we are also joined by my friend and mentor, former Lakewood principal, Mrs. Lisa Ritchie, who spent 3/4 of your high school career making sure you were well prepared for your senior year, my first year as principal. So thank you, Mrs. Ritchie. In addition, I want to also thank any teachers or support staff from our elementary schools, our middle school. Would you please stand if you are here today? So any of our teachers or support staff. I know we have some parents too, so thank you for being here. I now want to thank the Lakewood support staff, including our custodians, our para-educators, our secretaries, our food service, our security team, and other school staff for all they've done for you for the past 4 years at Lakewood High School. I would like to personally recognize and thank Mrs. Anna Allen and our student leaders for organizing the event today and this wonderful ceremony. It's an incredible endeavor, and it literally takes a year. Thank you for your many hours and extra effort to make today happen. Thank you. To my administrative team, again, Ms. Anna Allen, Ms. Jennifer Gonzalez, Mr. Mike Hughes, Mr. Josh Kraft, Mrs. Mackenzie Nickham, and Mr. Bob Justo, Mr. Eric Everding, my boss, and Ms. Gay Mansfield, and my entire office staff. Thank you for dedication to all of you guys, and for making my job much easier. So thank you very much, all of my team. Most importantly, please join me in taking this opportunity to honor our dedicated, hardworking teachers and counselors. Please stand at this time. Our students are so very fortunate to have you in their lives and have experienced your passion and commitment to their learning. Thank you for grading late at night and on the weekends. Thank you for the extra duties that come with the territory, and especially for those high fives, hugs, and kind words when things were tough. You have positively impacted this group of future students and learners, and we want to thank you again for your hard work and dedication to the class of 2018. I also want to extend extra gratitude to two special teachers who are retiring this year. On behalf of all of the students and staff at Lakewood High School, please help me honor Madame Ann Snow and Ms. Laura Zlogar for their exemplary careers in education. We are so proud of you. Bon travail et merci. Graduates, class of 2018, my first graduating class at Lakewood High School. You've had a great run in high school, if I must say so myself. As a class, you've experienced many successes in the classroom and beyond, whether at the school, state, or national level. We'll get there in a moment. You may have participated in DECA, Chess Club, Mock Trial, Ultimate Frisbee, Harry Potter Club, GSA, Art Club, and many, many others. These are just a few of the organizations that have impacted our culture at Lakewood High School, and thank you for your leadership and participation. The class of 2018 experienced a honeymoon in Las Vegas this year. Your classmates earned many, many athletic accolades, including conference championships, state place winners, all conference, and a runner-up finish in girls basketball and boys golf during your junior years. That's pretty cool. The list of accomplishments in music, both vocal and instrumental, is far too long to detail today. But it did include a standing ovation for our chamber orchestra and kaleidoscope at the Colorado Music Educators Association earlier in the year. Thank you for letting me skip a day of work and join you. It was lovely. Just last week, classmate Logan Kluche earned a national championship in speech and debate for poetry. And our unified drama students honored their fallen friend in a powerful performance of The Wizard of Oz. Your performance helped our grieving school and Lakewood community heal while honoring our friend Zeke, and for that we thank you. You have consistently embraced the academic challenge of school for 13 years and arrived here today, perhaps your greatest accomplishment as a class. And as a member of the class of 2018, you have certainly made the most of your high school opportunity. But, as John Lennon once suggested, life is what happens while you're making other plans. I imagine that you have an extensive list of plans indeed, and today you will have the opportunity to begin a new and exciting journey. Some of the opportunities on your journey will inevitably challenge you by testing your character and your strength. You will encounter moral dilemmas with no good solution. You may overlook opportunities entirely. You may even fail from time to time. Failure can be a positive tool if you learn from your mistakes. But I can assure you that you will also have many remarkable opportunities ahead of you that will enrich your lives. As Mr. Opog suggested earlier, you will without question have the opportunity to serve your community, make it a better place, and help those less fortunate than you. You may have the opportunity to explore the world. You will have the chance, I guarantee you, to innovate, to create, to solve, to learn, to dance, to sing, to cry, to listen, to lead, and to follow. You will have the opportunity to love and be loved. You will have the opportunity, you will hopefully have the chance to enter a career that brings you joy and the opportunity to work with and for people whom you cherish. I certainly have had that opportunity, graduates, and I want to thank you for that experience. You will have the opportunity to search for happiness, justice, and peace in your life. Graduates, you will have many opportunities indeed. Please make the most of them. Lakewood High School will hopefully have a special place in your heart, and it should. But truly, your graduation is one of the many life experiences you will encounter. And graduates, please leave today and take advantage of the many, many wonderful opportunities you will have. Build a wonderful life for yourself and for others. And along your journey, strive to make this world a better place to live each day. Graduates, I want to again extend a congratulations, a heartfelt good luck, and thank you. And now, Mrs. Stevens, it is my great pleasure to certify that these students have met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Jefferson County Board of Education. Please accept the graduating class of 2018 as I present them to you. Congratulations.
It's truly my honor and thrill, thank you. It's truly my honor and thrill on behalf of the Jeffco Board of Education to certify that these students have completed all requirements, earning their diplomas, and I receive and accept them as graduates. Congratulations, Lakewood High School Class of 2018.
Start with this. Did I just start? Yeah. Okay. Lynn Dan Nguyen. She said to start.
Caitlin Mary O'Neill.
Ronaldo Ignacio Mercado.
Anthony Ramirez Salinas.
Dexios Million Damtu.
Jesse Rafael Donhauer Marcello.
Margaret Joyce McManus. Kiana Shea Aguilar.
Maria Rose Earhart.
Avery Dancing Moon Amador Akut.
Kayla Marie Andre.
Kyle Daryl Andrew.
Isabella Lorraine Apodaca.
Annalise Maribel Aragon.
Jaylyn Nicole Armijo.
Megan Maria Arnold.
Julian Esteban Arvizo.
Donovan Andres Ayala.
Dakota Ann Aylor.
Shelby Rose Baca.
Carla Jean Baker.
Amanda Nicole Ballard.
Hannah Nicole Barber.
Emma Raquel Barpol.
Mia Elizabeth Bowe.
Shanti Rain Bamangelis.
Parker Alexander Beestrom.
Jeremy Francis Bulliar.
Kyle Allen Beamers.
Hadley May Benoit.
Lena Naomi Bindell.
Michael Dean Blackert.
Brandon Ray Blakesley.
Alejandro Gaston Bacaro.
Claire Olivia Burgoyne.
Muir Bowden.
William Richard Brackney.
Monami Janine Brierly.
Aubrey Rose Brown.
Daniel Kincaid Brown.
Samantha May Bryan.
Sun Fong Bui.
Devin Kathleen Burris.
Lorraine Byers.
Tamara Giselle Calderon Garbe.
Jerry Gilmore Cameron.
Phil Isaiah Candelaria.
Luke Daniel Carlson.
Logan Johanna Carpenter.
Abigail Leanne Carr.
Isaac Alonzo Carranza.
Kira Emily Carroll.
Jackson Alexander Castilla.
Sophia Elizabeth Caswell.
Emmeline Diana Jean Catt.
Ian Forrest Center.
Maximilian Christopher Chambers.
Christina Nu Shawang.
Elizabeth Beach Klaus.
Olivia Dupuy Klaus.
Caitlin Joe Clausen.
Tyler J. Cole.
Marissa Marie Coleman.
Sapphire Danae Coleman.
Mia Therese Konstrancic.
Jackson Eddie Cook.
Eleanor Janet Cooper.
Eddie Olivia Cooper.
Paul Henry Copper.
Derek Alejandro Cornejo Miranda.
Kaylee Marie Corthell.
Serenity Geneva Castillo.
Blake David Cowden.
Holt Leslie Crawford.
Jonalyn Crownberg.
Michaela Jean Quaytone Dion.
Austin Michael Dean DeBurco.
Cameron Errol Doddelin.
Brooke Alora Danielson.
Claire Patterson Darling.
Nicholas Michael Didle.
Anna Bell DeLate.
Bella Francis Desai.
Rex Cecil Desso.
Kiana May Dickey.
Luca Luciano Dincola.
Gabriel Thomas Dinette.
Eliana Isabel Dinette.
William Martin Doherty.
Lissa Ray Dominguez.
Simon George Winton Downs.
Lindsay Catherine Dornbush.
Ethan Cole Drews.
Toggy Scott Dressel Martin.
Ariana Lynn Dunn.
Erin Elizabeth Dugan.
Erica Patricia Duran Cabrera.
Brian Ton Duong.
Camilla B. Emsbo.
Titus Evgeny Ellison.
Amanda Lee Escarcida.
Kira A. Emspo.
Danaea Lynn Evans.
Apollo Stevan Emiliano Espinoza.
Savannah Lene Fernandez.
Reese Alexandra Fairchild.
Kate Elizabeth Fiore.
Ramon Fernandez Garcia.
Job Andrew Forbes.
Michael James Foley.
Justin Enrique Fox.
Brenna K. Ford.
Gabrielle Christine Fraley.
Eric Carter
Foxworth.
Isabel Ali Fry.
Claire Wiebe Franz.
Jonathan Alexander Kyoto Futa.
Philip Funk.
Joshua Antonio Gallegos.
Brienne Elizabeth Gallegos.
Sky Day Gallegos.
Cheyenne Alexis Gallegos.
Moises Vidal Garcia.
Isaiah Octavio Garcia.
Stacy Gudrun Gaskill.
Vicente Rene Garcia.
Ariana Marie Gilrath.
Deja Marie Danielle Gebhard.
Caden Dale Gibson.
Austin Alexander Geske.
Patrick Michael Gillette.
Donald William Clark Gifford.
Adriana Jadine Gomez Brito.
Eileen Gomez.
Anthony Eric Bellucci Gordon.
Jessica Lingling Goodread.
Claire Olivia Gould.
Aiden Theodore Gould.
Emma Brevin Ushing Green.
Jacob Luis Gintanis.
Fiona Marie Griffith.
Elisa May Griffin.
Elijah Joseph Grostet.
Maya Brooks Griswold.
Brittany Selena Guerra.
Cynthia Edelmira Guerrero.
Alexander Michael Higeman.
Justine Adele Haas.
Parker Joseph Hall.
Jaden Ashley Haley.
Jordan Lynn Harder.
Oscar Hammond.
Emily Dawn Harrington.
Matthew David Hargrave.
Christopher Allen Heckel.
Christopher William Harris.
Anaí Herrera Granados.
Michaela Lorena Hernandez.
Aaron Higgins.
Kieran Patrick Hickman.
Griffin Wolfgang Himes.
Taylor Leanne Higgins.
Jason Jonathan Hodison.
Jessica Lee Hines.
Clary Sage Findling Holton.
Ryan Lewis Horn.
Darian Deshawn Howard.
Zachary Brandon Housley.
Avery Grace Hughes.
Alexandra Melody Hubert.
Gabriel James Ingebrigtsen Leiker.
Ayana Isabel Ibarra.
Aspen Marie Irons.
Michael Kenichi Inoue.
Allison Melanie Jackson.
Claire Ruth Eisenhart.
Colton Reese Yar.
Joshua Lee Jackson.
Zoe Christopher Johns.
Santiago Jimenez Gonzalez.
Hunter Bear Johnson.
Caleb Lynn Johnson.
Haley Taryn Jones Nealon.
Haley Ann Jones.
James Lawrence Ungi.
Diana Ruby Juarez Palma.
Alexander Daniel JWS Kaiser.
Lauren Elizabeth Jershak.
Molly Elizabeth Kentner.
Spencer Thomas Kennedy Larkin.
Megan Victoria Rose Kiefer.
Quinlan May Kepler.
Alexandra Maria Kim.
Tatiana Michelle Kelty.
Matthew Don King.
Jordan Nicole Kimber.
Samantha Christine Klarner.
Eliza Jean Kirsch.
Lily Tessa Knowles.
Logan Emil Seyran Kluchea.
Delaney Marie Kuntz.
Andrew William Comator.
Keith Paul Kowalski.
Serena Nicole Kopf.
Lauren Michelle Kirkendall.
Anna Elise Kirkendall.
Viviana Lademan.
Noah Michael Ladd.
Ellie Mita Landrum.
Abraham Neil LaMontagne.
Justin Andrew Lawtrop.
Janie Ray Lang.
Joseph Coy Lee.
Andre G. Lee.
Weston Robert Lee.
Huo Kyung Lee.
Jack Thomas Leonard.
Mia Grace Leff.
Kieran Michael Lewis.
Riley Arnold Leonard.
Theodore James Linky.
Rocky Lee.
David Matthew Baxter Long.
Wesley James Linder.
Brooklyn May Longsdorf.
Sean Caitlin Long.
Mariana Lopez.
Jocelyn Marie Lopez.
Philip Andrew Luba.
Morgan Marie Lorenz.
Isaac Thomas Lucero.
Garrett Dylan Lucero.
Molly Ma.
Catherine Gway Lynch Dombrowski.
Zachary Robert Maddox.
Madeline Joseph McLean.
Joseph Earl Ma.
Lenora Lee Mady.
Caitlin Eck Maher.
Alana Sage Marr.
Zoe Mackenzie Markgraf.
Veronica Alexandra Marcano.
Alexander Austin Martinez.
Adriana Demaria Martinez.
Antonio Isaiah Martinez.
Angelica Darlene Martinez.
Mateo Ramon Martinez.
Cole James Martinez.
Emily James Ann Mason.
Jose Luis Martinez Lopez.
Ariana Maywai Matthews.
Caleb Lynn Madison.
Connor John Lavery McCarran.
Casey McLean Malden.
Aaron Jacob McMillan.
Ronnie Ray McMahill Jr.
Noah Ray Mayave.
Robert Gabriel McMillan Jr.
Sabrina Leanne Medina.
Kaylee Nicole Medallin.
Madeline Jane Melton.
Omar Medrano.
Nicholas Schuyler Morelli.
Eva Angelica Mendez.
Angela Leanne Myers.
Sarah Elizabeth Murr.
Emmett Nielsen Miller.
Joseph Jorgen Michelson.
Noah Christopher Mitchell.
Lala Paulina Mona.
Davis Adair Moore.
Alexis Isabel Morehouse.
Lily Mae Morgan.
Rylan James Morgan.
Jordan Dean Morrison.
Hannah Alice Mosher.
Braden Thomas Mullins.
Lachlan Evan Mullins.
Kathleen Shaw Neff.
Cassandra Thwitme Nguyen.
Stephen Hung Nguyen.
Quentin Lane Nichols.
Jolene D. Nunez.
Nicholas Ochoa.
Catherine Rose Ashley Ohm.
Gamlet Oganeson.
John Arthur Ostrom.
Shayna Lynn Pacheco.
Mariah Padilla.
Hannah Marie Parker.
Cassidy Michelle Paterino.
Zoe Rebecca Patton.
Tylee Joel Patterson.
Philip Oscar Pedler.
Alejandro Perez.
Micah Perez.
Grant C. Peterson.
Kelsey Lynn Petrillo.
Dino Petrovic.
Ella Florence Pfluger.
Linda Kim Pham.
Noah James Phillip.
Olivia Louise Phillips.
Nicholas James Piero.
Keaton Dempsey Posick.
Lauren Elizabeth Porter.
Manuel Preston De Miranda.
Joshua Tobin Price.
Nolan Howard Price.
Zane Matthew Prose.
Michael Stephen Qualley.
Sid Elias Quezada.
Isaiah Dario Ramirez.
Damian Mario Ramos.
Alidia Ramos Garcia.
Oliver Sebastian Ramsey.
Nicholas Calvin Redhorse.
Rebecca Ann Reeder.
Hannah Irene Reese.
Mason Wiley Reichert.
Kenneth William Reisbeck.
Hannah Jane Renstrom.
Giselle Reveles.
Gracie Joe Rhodes.
Austin Douglas Ribbons.
Bradley Malone Richardson.
Caitlin Nicole Ricky.
Sierra Suzanne Rios.
Anaid Argelia Rivas Pastrana.
Maricruz Rivera Rivera.
Jacqueline Noelia Rivera Barron.
Sierra Marie Rizzo.
Keenan Thomas Rourke.
Evelyn Paige Roberts.
Tristan Stanley Roberts.
Calvin James Robertson.
Paloma Sonia Maria Rocha.
Haley Rena Roche.
Jason Michael Rodriguez.
Delaney Ross Shannon.
Philip Benjamin Romig.
Aslan Jack Rockley.
Robert Ross Shannon.
Jacqueline Grace Roybal.
Alberto Santalaya Ruiz.
Joseph David Russell.
Vyacheslav Alexander Richenko.
Angelina Victoria San Andres.
Trenton Richard Sanders.
Jordan Christopher Sandoval.
Gloria Valerie Sandoval Lugo.
Diana Jasmine Santos.
Martin Santos Garcia Jr.
Trevor Sarduk.
David Augustine Shadler.
Nathan Merrick Shear.
Elena Agnes Schechter.
Kyle Robert Schleicher.
Brendan Stefan Schott.
Corwin Anthony Shirk.
Isaac David Scholl.
McKenna Marie Schutz.
Elzia Kaori Saku.
Catherine Delaney Senna.
Kirsten Elizabeth Sire.
Anissa DeRay Manish Shaw.
Catherine May Sheridan.
Joseph Michael Short.
Samantha Cifuentes.
Carter Leverett Smith.
Augustus McCrae Snow.
Lucia Claire Snow.
Cora Carolyn Sopkin.
James Paul Soto.
Jason Alexander Soto.
Abigail Reagan Spaeth.
Sarah Michelle Sparlin.
Christine Liang Spring.
Eric John Steneroden.
Hayden Theodore Still.
Andrew James Stiller.
Svea May Stimler Beckner.
Ryan Wayland Stoltz.
Kayla Ann Streitenberger.
Joshua Thomas Sturkey.
Claire Marie Stuffelbeam.
Elena Michelle Stumpf.
Eileen Denise Sullivan.
Ezekiel Philip Sundberg.
Jacob Donovan Sutton.
Samuel Warren Swanson.
Addison Mary Sweeney.
Christina Marie Tegrotenhus.
Parker Chester Thayer.
Zachary Philip Michael Taney.
David Bradley Lance Thompson.
Jesse Allen Thurk.
Tony Tien.
Faith Lan Zoe Tong.
Joseph George Torreson.
Elaine Mai Tron.
Valentine Joseph Treader.
Jordan J. Trujillo.
Marcus Emilio Trujillo.
Annie Mae Trumbull.
Ivy V. Truong.
Lucas Alexander Zankau.
Alondra Ulibarri Aguilar.
Michael Colby Unger.
Adriana Inez Urbina.
Michael Urias.
Estefan Michael Valdez.
Sean David Van Dyke.
Kalen Liam Venn.
Alyssa Marcella Villapando.
Reina Mariah Vigil.
Jesse Ramon Villafuerte.
Colleen Lindsay Wakeham.
Christopher Lee Walker Jr.
Christy Ann Walker.
Nicholas Stevens Ward.
William Becker Warner.
Emma Camille Webb.
Mariah Jade Webb.
Chloe Annalise Wygum.
Sean Matthew Wiggum.
Michael Charles Weiss Petticord.
Sarah Ann Wheatley.
Ileana Renee Wheeler.
Joseph Christopher White.
Lida Rose Wiggins.
Kylie Joanne Wilcox.
Gavin Ezra Soul Williams.
Anna Ray Wilson.
Skylar K.O. Wilson.
Sean Ryan Wynn II.
Stephanie Elizabeth Wolf.
Kyra Joy Wood.
Rowan Cade Woodbury.
Jessica Kate Woodhead.
Audrey Shea Woodhouse.
Kira Jeanere Yeli.
Lindsay Celeste Young.
Rayanne Kathleen Young Goddard.
Logan Patrick Zedeker Adams.
Helen Chinglian Zhu.
Jaime Zurita Jr.
I'm honored to introduce our next graduation speaker, our final graduation speaker. He's been involved in various sports and extracurriculars, such as cross-country, soccer, and mock trial. He finished 3rd in state in public forum for debate, 2nd at state on his mock trial team, and he is the vice president of the Reach the Sky Foundation, an organization that provides basic dental care for underprivileged students in the Denver area. Please welcome Dexios Demtu and his speech, Bananas.
Throughout my time in debate and DECA, I've delivered over 300 speeches to moms, dads, college students, and coaches. But nothing is as nerve-wracking as presenting in front of my own peers here today. When I look out into the crowd, I see a lot of my close friends who have helped me grow over these past 4 years. I see my cross-country teammates that somehow convinced me that running every day after school would be fun. I see my soccer teammates rolling their eyes asking why anyone would run for the sake of running. But I see a lot of people that I don't really know, and a lot of people who don't really know me. Class of 2018, I'm here to tell you a story about what these past 4 years have truly meant. The story begins when I moved to the United States from Ethiopia at the age of 3. I told myself I would sacrifice 2 of my favorite things in the entire world, bananas and oranges. I obviously can't remember why, but my sister never fails to remind me of the ridiculousness of the commitment. As I grew up, I held true to my promise and onto my pride, to an extent. I eventually got over myself and tried some oranges, and admittedly, I've loved them ever since. But to this day, I've not had a single banana. Pretty impressive, right? At this point, you're probably wondering why I'm talking about fruits, but bear with me, we'll get there. Entering high school was quite possibly the most significant transition in all of our lives. As unsuspecting freshmen, we entered the hallways of Lakewood High School like oranges in a juicer. High school squeezed every ounce of energy out of us, yet we somehow found the courage to show up day after day and face challenge after challenge. We formed little groups that we thought we would be spending the rest of high school with, and quickly realized that the person that you sat by in freshman English doesn't necessarily have to be your best friend. Putting yourself out there isn't easy, yet in one way or another, we all have done so. One of the biggest fears I've had in high school has been the fear of the repercussions of vulnerability. And no, I don't mean vulnerability in the spoon game. It's easy to be reserved when entering high school because putting yourself out there takes a certain level of trust that we didn't have in each other when we entered the school. But we built that trust. Inside the classroom, we challenged each other to achieve success through hard work, dedication, and striving to be the best possible students. Whether it was through Spirit Weeks pushing us to be creative and rambunctious, going to sporting events, watching the school play, or attending dances, we learned to get along not only within the classroom, but outside of it as well. Yet, like I pointed out, there are faces in the graduating class of 2018 in front of me that I don't know all too well. And that right there is truly a shame. You don't really think about it much when you're going through high school and focused on the now. You become intent on getting good grades, hanging out with friends, playing sports, the here and the now. When diplomas were handed out, you probably noticed a couple of names you didn't recognize. After the ceremony, try to catch as many names as possible, because class of 2018, this is our day, so let's celebrate it together. Although this is a day for us to celebrate together, it's not as if we got to this point with only the help of our classmates. Look around you. Up on this stage are the administrators who have worked tirelessly to ensure that Lakewood High School is not only an inviting and safe environment, but a place that we can all call our second home. Our teachers have also been there for us, helping us take risks within the classroom and develop as young adults, lecturing us on the significance of the decisions we make in high school, teaching us the importance of a strong work ethic, and making us regret not studying for tests. Then there are all of our family and friends in the stands. It's not easy to take risks and challenges by ourselves, but it would be impossible to do so without our friends and family that are here to support us today. Today is a day to reflect upon the risks that we all took in the build-up to this moment. Regardless of whether we think we took the right risks in high school, the choices we have made has set up the rest of our lives. The truth of the matter is the world we live in requires risk takers. Take, for instance, what you want to be when you grow up. 10 years ago, if you were to say that you wanted to be a driverless car engineer, an app developer, or a social media manager, many people would not have taken you very seriously. Today, these jobs are considered to be amongst the best available jobs within the country. Oddly enough, many of us are preparing for jobs that don't currently exist. Yet, it would be unfitting for a kid who did debate for 4 years in high school to make such a claim without any evidence to support it. So, consider a 2016 report conducted by the World Economic Forum, which found that 65% of students entering grade school will end up working in jobs that don't even exist yet. A shocking figure that, when put into focus, explains why we need to take risks, to be able to prepare ourselves for a changing world, one with boundless opportunities to take advantage of. I can't tell you what new risks to take, whether to go to college or not, whether or not you should get a job, serve your nation, or tour the world. But I can tell you that it's worth it to keep taking those risks, to do what you think is right, rationalize your decisions, and be daring, not for the satisfaction of anyone else but yourself. Now, it's time for me to take a small but important risk, to let go of my pride and my silly little promise. This is a little scary. I haven't done this before, so. Aren't you glad to be a Lakewood Tiger?
And now, it is my honor to introduce Lakewood High School's Eclipse in their final performance of Home.
Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Troubles, they might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Lakewood High School class of 2018, after 4 years of being in the same building and sharing the same classes, we shared the familiarity and honor of being together as the class of 2018. With such a large graduating class, there may be people here whom you have never spoken to, despite going to the same school for 4 years. Even so, nobody sitting here is a stranger. We share one great thing in common, and that is we have all made Lakewood our home for the past 4 years. That is why, even without words shared, we are not strangers by any means. The class of 2018 embodies the true meanings of friendship, community, and most importantly, family. It will be difficult to say goodbye to our Lakewood family, but now, as young adults, we are ready to go into the world and create our new journeys.
Today, we start the next chapter in our lives, whether that be attending college, joining the military, traveling the world, or a million things in between. Today, we look towards the future, both terrified and excited all at once. Despite the fact that our academic career is over, we will continue to learn things, both good and bad, about the world, ourselves, and who we want to be.
Everyone here has worked endlessly to reach where they are today. Despite the challenges that we have faced throughout our academic careers, we have overcome these difficulties to reach our ultimate goal of graduating. Everyone here has successfully made it.
But this isn't just our success. So many people have helped and supported us throughout our lives, whether that be administration, teachers, friends, and most importantly, family. So many people have contributed to get us here today, and it's important that we recognize those people. Each of you was given a daisy today, and we ask that you give that daisy to the person you believe contributed most to your success. Although today we begin the next chapter in our lives, it's important that we always remember where we came from, the memories we have shared, and the people who have gotten us here.
Now, Lakewood High School class of 2018, let's make this official. Graduates, please stand. Join us in a graduation tradition. Please take your tassels and move them from right to left. For the last time as students and now graduates of Lakewood High School, please join me in saying our school motto. Today, just like each and every day,
it's a great day to be a Lakewood Tiger. Roar! Graduates, please proceed back up the concourse to find your counselor and receive your diploma.